1,000 jokes about her baby. Do you want to do poo-poo?
That's funny.
That's funny.
Oh, God.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome to another episode of Save My Assets. It's where we answer your questions that you've given us in the comment sections, but it's too time consuming to write all this out, type it out.
It's way too time consuming, and also it's too hard to describe all the little details that we need to.
Yes,
so video helps out a lot.
Yeah. So we have three that we're gonna answer, and we're gonna get right to that. Okay, so who's our first one then?
Our first one is from Sandra, and she has a great question. She linked it to one video, but we think she's talking about another video, so I need to preface that real quick. We did one that was how to make simple, inexpensive, indoor-outdoor little cushion pads, right?
Cushion pads.
Right, so they had foam, and we made the actual pads themselves. But how she's wording it, it sounds like she's talking about a toss pillow, which is also known as a throw pillow. Either one's interchangeable. The reason why we get a little confused is sometimes people use the word pillow incorrectly when they're talking about a pad or a cushion. There is a difference. So since she's referring to toss pillow, we have a video.
Yes.
What's the name of it?
This one here is how to make poly-filled throw pillows. It's just a different term. Toss pillow, throw pillow. Either way, that thing's flying.
That's right, inserts. So this is her question. Long and the short of it is, when making your own inserts, I need to know if you put the polyfill, that's a loose fiber polyfill, in between the batting, which is the poly sheets, or in between them. Now, it can get a little confusing what she's saying, and that's why we say it's so much easier to do this in video form.
Absolutely.
Even for her, if she could tell us in person, that would have been easier on her. Yep. Think of it this way. How I view how she's saying it is with an Oreo, you have the chocolate cookie on one side, the chocolate cookie on the other, and the fill in the middle. That fill would be the loose poly fill, right? And the chocolate cookies would be the Dacron or poly batting.
Which is this stuff right here.
Which is this stuff right here. This is for another application, but if you could imagine, these are two different sheets.
This could be one massive throw pillow.
Exactly, one massive throw pillow. Make a sandwich, right, with the poly batting right here, poly fill in between, and this goes over top.
Yeah. Now you can take a liner material and have it over top of this here, okay, on this side and on this side. It's in the video.
Yeah.
Okay? It's in the video right here, how to make poly-filled throw pillow inserts. If you haven't seen that video yet, please watch it. You might like it. Okay?
I think with that one, we just went ahead and sandwiched the polyfill in there. We didn't have to sew it, but you can sew it in if you want.
Yeah, I prefer to sew it because it could work its way on the outside of the Dacron batting here.
The polyfill itself.
So you could take a liner and put it on each side and then sandwich that and then sew it on three sides, and you still have an opening or like a small opening. Make it like, let me show this.
A hand fist.
A hand fistful.
Or fistful or whatever.
Yeah, so like from here all the way around to about right here. Put it inside its cover. Then take your Oreo stuff filling, right? Or your polyfill and shove it in there when it's inside your top cover, your finished fabric. You get to see how full it is.
Right, you're right. And that is important when you're doing a pillow. Make sure you have your insert inside the actual cover for the throw pillow, because you can fill it way too quickly, and it's just a pain just to try to get it done.
Right, then just
getting it out.
Hand sew it closed.
So
I hope it answers your question, Sandra. It's with an M.
Right.
Apparently.
And if we weren't even close and you were talking about that other video, let us know. But from how it's worded, it sounded like you were talking about the throw pillow. So just give us a comment below if we answered it correctly.
Yes.
If you have any more questions.
Yeah, put the batting on the outside.
Batting on the outside, fill on the inside.
Okay, so enjoy those cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so our next one is Too
Many Hobbies.
All
I
right.
actually really like that name.
I do too. I have too many of myself.
Yeah. All right, so he had a question about his seat cushion, it looks like, about the insert.
Okay, and this came from the video, replace the foam in your seat cushions fast and easy.
Right.
Okay. Hey, thanks for watching, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. What problem does he have?
Okay, so if we have this straight, you have a bench that you made covers for, or you're making a cushion for, rather, and you've already cut the covers.
Right.
Okay, so hopefully Grant and I want you to have cut the cover to the exact size of the bench.
With the 1/2 inch added.
Right.
So
Sewn together, 1/2 inch it, but when it's completed,
When it's finished, it should be the exact same size as the bench.
right, let's just say it's 24 by 24. That's what we want you to do. 24 by 24 cover, finished, waiting for an insert.
Exactly.
Okay, so you're asking, do you have to allow for the Decron? And the answer is
No.
no, you don't, because Decron just has a couple of functions, but it's not intended to have its own space or allowance.
No, it really doesn't have that much pushback when it comes to the cushion cover. It just gives a nice crown to it and also helps with abrasion, actually.
Yeah, the foam against the fabric. So it would just beat the fabric up, and the Decron makes it a little more slick and a little bit more agreeable. So those are just primarily the two purposes of Decron. So do not allow the allowance.
Exactly. So basically, for a fast, real quick recap, make your cushion cover to fit the area that it's going. Then you make the foam to fit the actual cushion cover with that extra inch added to it, and then you're done.
Absolutely.
With the Decron or without Decron. But without Decron, it really does look like a board, so you don't want to do that.
You don't. So follow the instructions in the video. Keep going forward, and you should be perfectly fine. Inch out, inch thicker. On the insert, the foam, don't include the Decron.
Excellent.
Okay, so keep up the hobbies.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so we have another one from Christy Poos, all right?
Poos. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
It says, can you rewrap the old cushions to keep it from a grandfather's chair? So I don't know what it meant by keep it from a grandfather's chair. Maybe she meant for, but in any case, that is a good question. She is talking about rewrapping with polyfill or poly batting, or excuse me, not polyfill, poly batting or Decron. Now, she had another question that
There's
goes
some poly
along.
batting right there.
Right here.
Yeah, we think that's not thick enough, but
No, it's not. You need, what is it? How much?
I like the minimum of 1 inch.
1 inch?
Yeah, but it's hard to find.
It's hard to find. We do have a supplier for that, so if you ever need it, just let us know.
Yeah, speak up.
We have an email in the description below. But we have another question from her that says,
Oh, we do?
can you use regular batting over Decron? Why is yours Decron? So she wants to get started with some simple reupholstering. She'd like to do it
cool.
for, it looks like a side job.
Nice. Please keep doing it.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
definitely.
great.
So that's a great question. It's just like Kleenex. Decron is a name brand. So it's basically poly batting. So that answers your last question. But your first question is, can you rewrap old cushions?
And the answer is yes, you can. It's done all the time. Absolutely. If the foam still has some buoyancy to it, and a little bit more life into it, then there's no need to throw that into a landfill before you need to.
Exactly.
Or before it's time. One little trick you can do, you could get a steamer, okay, for your foam. And I'm talking about a real steamer, not something from your iron.
No, don't do an iron.
No, a real steamer, and you put it up against the foam, and you'll see it swell back to its shape. It's temporary. It's not a permanent situation, but it does bring some life back to it temporarily.
And the reason why you would just rewrap the cushion is because the Decron could get matted down, it could get rubbed. We've seen it rub thin, really, really thin on the cushion.
When it's really old.
When it's really old. So rewrapping is perfectly fine. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah, and especially if you like the feel of it. So
Yes.
if it feels comfortable and it looks terrible, then yeah, just rewrap it. It's going to go on for a couple of more years. In fact, follow the video that we found your comment and just do the Decron, skip the foam part.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
and that was replace foam in your seat cushions fast and easy. If you're watching this for the first time and you haven't seen that video, please check that video out. Okay, you might enjoy it.
Yeah, so hopefully that helped Christy Poos, and that's it.
All right, Poos, we appreciate your comment 100%. So that's the end of it. We want to thank you for your comments. We always appreciate them.
Yeah, it was from Samdra with the M, Too Many Hobbies, and Christy.
Christy Poos. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. If you do have some more comments, go ahead and send them to us because we're here to help.
Definitely.
And if you would, please pass it on to other platforms like maybe Facebook.
Yeah, if you can plaster on the Facebook, that'd be great. You can also have-
MySpace.
That's funny, MySpace. Back in the day, Netscape, AOL, all those. They're gonna,
CNP.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to go
Okay.
viral.
All right, so
But in
a
any
little
case-
outdated, but that's all right.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Hey, before you go, we want you to know how much we value you personally as a viewer. It's because of you that we're doing these videos. We get comments like, excellent job, love the video, helped me out a great deal in my project. But you know the most important one to us is that they love the father and son team.
We have a lot of new content that we want to give you. We have been brainstorming for months on 4 different shows that we want to offer on our channel. The New and Improved, Save My Assets, the Color Basics, the private courses, and our personal favorite, no strings attached. Now, of course, this is going to take a lot of time and dedication on our part, and this is where you come in. If you would please consider donating a small amount on Patreon, the links are at the top right and down in the description below. It will go a long way. As always, thank you guys so much.
We look forward to seeing you in the next video.